by 2:10, by the grace of God, we are starting, and we need to move very fast. If I'm rushing, you can please call my attention to it, because we have a lot to learn today. Wow. I don't know why this chat is not responding. Maybe what I'm going to do is that I will send it to our group. So let's go and pick it. Okay. So because in this data family, the best way that we can get better is when you are being taught something and you practice. If you don't practice, I promise you forget it. Now, if you only listen in class and after the class you now want to practice and you now face a bug, you face a challenge, what are you going to ask? But if you are in class and you are following what is being taught and you face a bug, it's very easy for you to ask that, oh, I didn't get this, so how can I fix it? Then before you know it, we can say, okay, I don't know why my internet is acting up or my WhatsApp is acting up, so to speak. So if you say, I didn't get it, then what do? We can now say, okay, let's look at it together. Okay. Oh, my WhatsApp is gone. So bad. But if you know that you have the data set, please kindly send it to the chat room for others. So we're just going to start because time is of essence. We have a lot to learn today. So if you have opened your Power BI, let me see your hands up. If you know that you have opened your Power BI and you are ready to start this class, let me see your hands up. I've not seen anyone. What's going on? Let's open our Power BI now so that we too can follow through. So as I've introduced myself at the beginning, my name is Rashid Oguniran, and I'll be taking us through this class. I didn't do any slides. There is no PowerPoint because today's class is practical. Okay, so we're going to start. But for the purpose of people that are joining for the first time, I know there are a couple of people who are joining for the first time. Oh, thank you so much, that person that dropped that information. Oh, Samuel, God bless you. God bless you. Please, Samuel, can you send the date code also? You know, there are two files. There is Excel file and also the date code. I know we have learned how to create a code, but there are some standard code that we still need to know how to use. That one is comprehensive and is there online. Oh, thank you so much. God bless you. I can see it now. So this is Power BI Desktop. This Power BI Desktop. This is where we do majority of our work. In Power BI, we do approximately 80%, or let me say 85% of our job here. Everything that you need to do, this is where you clean your data. Even if you want to write the exam today, data cleaning take like 35%. Data modeling 35 to 40% also. Then visualization take like maybe 10%, 10 to 15. Then publishing and working on Power BI service, that takes about, let's say, 20%. So to tell you that if you have a good understanding of data cleaning, which we have treated in the past, and you understand your modeling, I'm aware we have also treated data modeling. And part of what we are doing today is also data modeling, because this DAX calculation that we are trying to learn today, that we are trying to work on, is also part of data modeling. Now, okay, Mr. Greg, okay, somebody said he's trying to join. Please copy, copy, copy the link and dump it on your browser. I think some people are having issue joining. You guys just copy it and dump it on your browser. Sorry for that distraction. So, as I'm explaining, this is your Power BI desktop. This middle here that you guys are seeing, this is what we call Power BI Canva. That is where you get your data from, depending on where you are picking your data from. You need to understand the kind of data you are using. Is it an Excel? Is it a CSV? Is it a CSV file? Are you getting your data set from maybe a database? You might need SQL command language to get that information. Are you using the sample data here? Now, when you have known all that, then it's more easier. If you are using an Excel, you are getting your data from Excel. Obviously, you don't need to go and click SQL Server or you go and click CSV. Okay, so you go straight to where you need to pick your data from. Now, for the purpose of today, let us first of all go to our data sets. As I said, one of the secrets of success in the data analytics journey, you need to understand your data set very well. Now, this data has 5 tables. That's 5 tables. We have a retail sales. We have a product retail sales table. We have product table. We have location table. We have customers table, and we have sales people's table. Now, when you understand, okay, this is the nature of your table. Now, we are not doing any data cleaning today because already our data is very clean. So, what we just do, we will just go to the environment and start work. Okay. Now we'll be working mostly with these 3 icons by the left hand side as the way you are facing your system. The first one is report view, and the second one is table view, and the third one is model view. Don't worry about these last two. We are not working there. We are focusing on these 3. Okay. Now, this, as I said, this is your Canva environment. This is where you have your visualization, where you can see build, and you see have a lot of icon here by the right hand side. We're still going to work with all of them. God helping us in these 2 hours. At the upper parts, you have a lot of ribbon. There is file, home, insert. Now, depending on what you are doing or where you want to work on, okay, so that depends on what you will pick. Okay, currently I'm on home. Anytime I click on any of the ribbon, the behavior, what you will see, that behavior will automatically change. Okay, so the behavior will automatically change. So as I click on home now, you can see that it's obvious that the ribbon for my data is still very, very active. Queries is very active. If I need to insert any visualization, is very active. If I need to do anything around text boxes, it's very active. But in terms of calculation, they are grayed out. Can somebody tell me the reason why the calculation and the sensitivity analysis and share is grayed out? Who can tell me to even know if we are following? Why is, please unmute your mic. You can put it in the chat room. Why is those places grayed out? Who can tell us? Waiting. Hello, class. Can anybody hear me? Hello, class. Can anybody hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay,
yes,
thank
we
you.
can hear you. We can hear you.
I'm asking
Loud and clear.
us. Who can tell me what's my question again, self? Okay, I'm asking that this area of
Why it is
calculation
grayed out?
is grayed out. So who can tell me why it's grayed out? Can anybody try?
Because there's no data to work on for now.
God bless you. What is your name, sir?
That's leak.
Mr. Leke.
Leke,
Oh, you are very
leak.
Mr. Leke, you are a very wonderful person. Thank you so much for helping us out.
Thank you, sir.
It's because there is no data set yet. So immediately we are able to get our data set to then it will be active. Okay. So having said that, we also have, as I've said, this is a Canva environment. If we need to filter, this is where we filter our data. Sometimes you have 1,000 data sets. Let's say you have, let's say 500 customers, and you want to know the top 5, maybe top 10 customers and bottom 10 customers. Okay, you cannot bring all the whole 500 customers into your environment. Okay, this is the environment where you filter. We're still, as God help us, we're still going to work around that too. Okay, so let's start. I've done too much talking, so let the action start. Now, we have understand our data sets as I've showed us, but I want to bring our data set to this environment. Okay, I've told us we can pick, since we know that it's Excel, we can just click on Excel here in the center of the Canva of the Power BI desktop, or I move to up here and pick my Excel. But for the purpose of people that are new, let me get my data from Get Data. Okay, so these are these 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 are these are the areas where we can get data from. You can get data from Excel workbook, you can get from Power BI, semantic models, data flows, data vars, SQL Server analysis service, if it's a text or CSV file, or from the web. Or you can, if you don't, if all that you need is not here, you can still click on more. Okay, when you click on more, you will see a navigator pane that will show you some other areas where you can get your data set from. I think Power BI has more than over 300 data sources that they can get data from. Okay, so you can get, these are all. So the list is endless. You can see how long it is. Okay, you can get if it's from file, if it's from database, if it's from Microsoft Fabric, Power Platform, Azure, if it is online, and if it is others, you can get your file. But in this case, we already know where our data is, an Excel file, and we click on Excel and we click Connect. When we click on Connect, what happens is that Power BI will search our system to look for where we want to get the file from. But I kept my file in this file folder called DAX. So when I click on DAX, sorry class, sorry sir, just a minute. I need to switch off my system. I need to switch off my phone. Some calls are distracting me here. I need to put it on permanent silence. Sound, do not disturb, silence, do not disturb, on. I think I'm good now. Sorry for that distraction, class. So as I said, this is my data set, is UBG DAX, and I'll just click on open. When I click on open, it will connect my data to my Power BI desktop by taking me to an environment called Power Query Editor. Okay, it's okay. I'll start first of all be at the navigation page. Now, when you see something like this, okay, in this context now, I've already showed us our data set, that our data set has how many tables? It has just 5 tables, okay. But in this context, where in this environment that's has pop up from our Power BI now, we have more than 5. We are seeing 10, which goes to tell us that um, these files are duplicated. Okay, so it will be wrong or unprofessional for you to now, take everything into your Power Query editor. So you just need to pick the first 5 that has that blue color at the top. Okay, I will just select. If you look at down here where you can see load, transform, they are grayed out. The reason is because I have not selected any of the I've not selected any of my table that I want to take to my Power BI my Power Query editor environment. But when I start clicking here now, one, two, I need this one, I need this, I need this. You'll see that immediately the behavior has changed. And by now, I have selected 5. Then the load that was grayed out before is no longer grayed out. And the transform also has not grayed out. Now, you don't just load your data set. Even yes, we know that this data is considerably clean, but you still have to, you know, click on transform so that it can take you to what we call kitchen or Power BI. It will take you to Power Query Editor. I just click now, and so it's connecting. You can see the system is saying that it is processing the queries. Okay, so after processing the queries, what is going to happen now is that it will take us to kitchen of Power BI, where we refer to Power Query Editor. Now, I need to tell us a secret, okay? This Power Query Editor that you are seeing, it is not a totally a new environment from Power BI Desktop, but it's just, when you want to enter somebody's room, obviously, the first thing you will see is a curtain. When you want to knock a house, there will be a curtain. It was when you remove that curtain that you enter that house. Okay. Now, this is like a curtain. Okay. I can drag this Power Query Editor. Can you see the way that I'm dragging it? It is just an overlay on top of Power BI Desktop. Okay. That is for me to drag it. Okay. Now, this is the kitchen of Power BI. This is where we do our data cleaning. We do every dirty data. This is where we do the cleaning. So, what do we need to do now? We have gotten our 5 data sets, which is customer data, location data, product data, sales data, and what's it called now? Sales people's data. But we still need one more table that we need to create. Yeah, that table is not part of the data set, but we still need to add it. So what do I do now? When you have moved your data set into Power Query Editor, okay, to bring in another data into environments, you come to new query. You see a new query after close by your left hand side as you are facing your system. You see close, then followed by query. In that query environment, there are 3 icons: new source, recent sources, and enter data. There is an arrow in front of that new sources. When you drop down that arrow, you scroll down, you will see blank query. Okay? When you see that blank query, you now click on that blank query. But before we click that blank query, I need to first of all go to where I want to pick my data from. Okay? So I will navigate to my desktop again. Okay, I will have to minimize this. I will minimize this and minimize this and minimize this also. I will go to my folder. There is date table that we need to use today. I need to first of all copy it. So this is the Power BI date table code. It's already in the group. If you are following, okay, you can just, open it this way it is. So what do you need to do? This is the table, right? Now, you click anywhere inside that table. It's a code. It's online. You can look for it. There are a lot of table code, but I prefer this. So when you click anywhere inside the table, you click on Control A. What does Control A does for you? Control A highlights the old data sets that you just opened. So I've highlighted everything. Then you now click on Control C. Control C will now help you copy it. Okay. After I have done that, my business is done here. I don't need this folder again. I will just close it. So you can go, Mr. Man. Let me now go back to my Power BI desktop environment, which is here. Okay. Now, I will still go back to where I have my new sources. Then look for blank query. Okay. When I click on this blank query, it will open up an environment for me. Okay. I've clicked on this blank query now. Okay. Now, after clicking on this blank query, the next thing I'm going to do now, don't forget that I've already copied my date code and I need to bring into this environment. Now, look on top of your ribbons very well. You are still on Home tab. The first ribbon is closed, followed by a new query, data sources, parameters, outputs. You come to where we have query. Query is in between outputs and manage columns. Okay? So when you move up a little under that query, you will see what we call advanced editor. Okay? I'm hovering my mouse on it. Okay? When you click on that advanced editor, it will pop up an environment for us. Why are you not open? Okay, I'm supposed to double click it. Okay, so this is what you will see when you double click on it. Obviously, there are some unwanted code there, and you need to be careful with this code because if you don't manage this code very well, it can distort what you have copied that you want to paste here. So when you click here, you click anywhere in that box. When you see that query one, hit on your Control A again. Now, your Control A help you select everything in that place, in that query one editor, and you do Control V. Now, what that Control V will do for you is that it will now override whatever that is there because you have first of all selected, you have selected it, okay? After you have done that, the next thing that we need to do now is to click on Done. When you come down, you see Cancel and Done. You now click on Done. After you click on Done, this is what you will see. Okay? It will prompt you to ask for your parameter. I know this parameter, but I need us to be sure of what we are doing. Let's go back to our data set. These are our data sets. Let's check any of the table that has dates that we can check. Okay, this is date table. So obviously, when you look at this purchase, you see that this transaction started from January 2018. Now, if I hit my control down arrow, it will take me to the last data set, and I can see 25/6/2020. But the way we do it in Power BI, you will put 2021. So that means our start date will be January 1st, 2018, and our end date will be 31st December 2021. Let's go there. So I'll go back to my Power Query editor, come in here. I'll put my 1st January 20 what? Who can remind me? I want to be sure my people are following. January, what is our date?
2018.
2018. Then we move to the next space, which talks about dates. Now, I'm just going to put 31st December 2021. And if you look at my right hand, you will see an error message that, look, Mr. Man, what you are giving me is wrong. Who can tell me what is wrong here? Who can assist me? If you are paying attention, no right or wrong answer.
The last date is supposed to be 2020. It stopped at June 25. So it should be taking the end of the year 2020.
Okay. Who just spoke now? Your name, sir?
Sorry. Good afternoon, everyone. This is Greg Odi.
Okay, Greg. Okay, Mr. Greg, thank you for that attempt. I love it, but that's not the answer. Who can try again? I need your help.
Probably you put months in place of
yeah, you put months in place of year.
Who just spoke now? Who just spoke?
Mr. Leke.
Leke, thank you very much. That is just the brilliant answer. Now, it depends on your locale, where you are staying. Okay? Now, for me, the locale in your system. I remember I attended an interview recently, and they gave me a system to work with. Okay? Now, the locale of the dates in that system was not what I have in my system. So when I was trying to clean that data set, I run into serious trouble. At the point, in fact, a lot of commands at the top were not what I'm used to. I had to call the interviewer that, look, I'm having issue with this system. Even my command that I need to use, like parentheses, when you click on the parentheses, you are seeing something's wrong. When you go to another place where you feel you should see it, you are not seeing it there. So they have to start calling the IT people and somebody in interview mode. You know how it can be. So I'm just telling us. So when you face that kind of challenge, don't be bothered, okay? So I'll just quickly change it. I'll remove this 31st now. Okay, I'll remove this 31st. Then come to behind that 12. Come behind that slash. I will put my 31. Put another slash. Immediately I put another slash. Can we see that that error sign has disappeared? Who can confirm that? Can we see that the error sign has disappeared?
Yeah, it's gone.
So that is gone. Now we move to the next column. Now you need to know, we know a lot of us work for different organizations in Nigeria, and the financial year of companies differs. Okay, some people financial year is December, some January, some March, some June. But in this, so what we need to do here is that we need to put the meaning of FY is financial year, start month. So for the purpose of this class, we are proceeding under the assumption that the financial year of this organization is July, which is 7. We want to assume that the year ended in June, and so they will start a new year by July following year. Are we good? Are we good? I want a confirmation that we are good. I can't see the chat room. Are we good?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm just going to click on invoke. When I click on invoke, it has created my date table for me. Okay? So my date table, everything that I need is here. Okay? It's a very long list. Okay? So now, but when you look at the left-hand side, you will see what we have is invoke function. So this is not a good representation. So what we need to do is that we need to rename that invoke. So we click on that invoke, just right-click on it, and click on rename. And what do? We put dates, so that you can know that this is your date table, and you need to enter button. So after clicking it, I like to drag my date table to go and meet all his colleagues up there. Now, at this point, we need to move our data set to Power BI Desktop. But before I do that, I like to clean my data very well. This customer data, I don't like it the way it is, so I'll just double click on it. So when I double click on it, I can come to this right-hand side and cancel that data at the front and that underscore and put S, and I'll hit my enter button. Okay, I now have my customers. The data is gone. I'll click on location also, come to this right-hand side, cancel it, and put S again. I have my location also done. Same thing with product. I'll just quickly do that to save our time. And same with sales data is fine. Okay, I'll just remove the one that I have in front of salespeople, and I will just quickly remove it as usual. Okay, I've done all. Now, for me, it is not compulsory, but me, I like to group my data model. Okay, so what I'm just going to, I will hit the first table, which is customers, then hold down my shift key and hit the last one, which is salespeople. When I do that, all of them will be selected. I will right click and I will say move to group, new group. Now, what do I want to call this my new group? I'll call it my data model. Okay, I have grouped all my table together. Now, we have our parameter that we use in creating our date table. So I will need to also put that in a group too. I will click on move into new group, and I will call this one query. Let me call it query, or I can call it parameter, whatever that works for you. Okay, and I will click on my OK button, and so we are okay here. The next thing we need to do is that we come to our close and apply button. Please, there is an arrow beside that close and apply. Don't just click on it. There are 3 icons there, and you need to be intentional about the one that you are picking. You must not pick apply, and you must not pick close. The reason is because if you pick and apply, all the transformation you have done will be applied, but it will not close that environment. If you click on close, The environment will close, but I tell you, all the job that you have done will not be affected in your Power BI desktop. So what you must click on is what we call close and apply. So I will just drop it again. I will drop down the arrow and click on what we call close and apply. And it will now move us to where we call our Power BI desktop. Any question at this point? Any question? Any concerns? We are too brilliant in this class. So
Yes,
nobody's asking questions.
Mr. Rashid.
Yes, I'm with you,
Yeah,
sir.
yes, I'm just thinking, instead of the last data we copied and pasted on the using the query blank source, and we changed we needed to put the start date, the end date, and the financial end of the financial year, or the start of the financial year. So instead of doing that, I was just thinking, if we had imported the same way we did for the first data, if we had imported it instead of copying, what would have happened?
If you had imported it, then no. Well, the thing is that you cannot import it. You cannot import it. In every journey, there is a rules and there is a process. Okay, I'm not the originator of this tool, but this is it's just like when you join an organization. Today is what? Today is 18. When you join an organization, after they give you employment letter, there is one book they used to give us. Who can remind us what's the name of that book?
In fact, book.
Policy.
I think
Yeah, it has to.
They can call it staff book or handbook. Okay, it's to tell you that okay, in this organization, this is the way we do things. So the handbook that Microsoft, the owner of this tool, gave to us is that I think it's still loading. Is that process that we must follow. You must first of all go and copy it. When you copy, you cannot bring it the way you bring other tables. You understand? So that is how it is. Am I good?
Yes, sir. For me, I got lost around the new query. Is it the new query now? Yes.
Why?
I got lost.
Where? Tell me where you got lost there, so I can understand.
Okay, where you said we should click on new source and click on blank query. I was trying to follow you, but you already moved to advanced editor, and I saw that you got a.
Can you share your screen? Let's use your screen.
Okay, because let me share the screen now.
Share your screen. Or you share
Can you see my screen?
I just stopped sharing. I've not seen your screen yet, but I should see it now. I think there is a little delay. Who has seen his screen?
The screen
Okay.
is up. It's up.
Okay, your screen is coming up gradually. It's coming up gradually at my hand. Okay, so now I can see where you are. So have you copied your code?
Yes, I have my code. I was just following you, and I saw query 1. So I didn't know how you got the query 1. So I just listened through, and I didn't want to distract.
Okay. Now, what? Okay, so go to you see blank query beside that close and apply by your no, not that one.
New source.
No, move one step more. One step. There is a drop down arrow. There is a drop down arrow. Can you drop down that arrow? Good. Come down. You will see blank query. That's the last icon. Good. Click on it. Now. No. Can you cancel it first?
You close it.
Yes. Now, you will see what we call advanced query editor. You will see it under query. Can you see? Double click on that. Can you see that? Okay, good. It's fine. Can you close it? Now, go back and open that your blank query. Get your blank query again. Where you get that your blank query from? Beside close and apply. Drop down that arrow. Get your blank query. Now, double click on advanced query editor.
Not able to.
Have you? Okay.
I'm not
so
able
can
to.
you
I'm not able
make
to
this one?
double click
Can
on
you do Control A inside this box? Control A. Good. Now Control V now. Good. You will see. I'm not seeing your. Can you drag it up? Let me see what is down. I'm not seeing it. Good. Can you read what is there for me? Load. Is it load? Or what's that green?
Next.
Next.
Click on next. No, it's not supposed to next. It should be load. Okay, good. It's fine. Now, at this point, can you put your date? 2018 and 31st December 2021. Good. Our financial year is 7. Put 7 there. Then put invoke. Can you click on invoke? Good. Can you right click on that invoke function and call it dates? You see rename. Good. Call it dates. Okay. You can drag it up to go and join others. It's fine. So now you can go to your Power BI desktop. Let me not stress you. All those grouping, you don't really need it, but that is how I do my job, Sha. So can you click on, go to your Power BI
Sorry,
desktop
sir.
now.
Sorry, sir. Please, can you show that grouping? Because when you were showing it, my system was lagging. I was not seeing the steps you were taking.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We do it another time. We have a lot. This is 246. Our time has been fast spent. That grouping is just my own style of doing things. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect your result.
Sure, it won't be lagging on your
Say we
video
need
when you
it.
send
Say
it.
we need it. We need it.
Because
Okay.
I wasn't
Okay.
following at all.
Who is the last man? Can you share your screen again? Okay. So now, go to the first item that says data. Click on says data. Good. Now hold down your control key. Okay. Okay. Now right click on it now. Good. Move to group. New group. Okay. Now call it data model. Okay. Click on OK. Now you have grouped your data model together. Okay. Now come to the last one, which is query. Click on it. No, right click on it. Good. Go. You see move to group down. Click on new group and call it your parameter. This is my class. Now powerful class. So we want to catch everything. That's fine. I love that.
We cannot be left on the trains app.
AGDK Vivian, are you asking a question? Let me check the chat room. Oluwa Sonjo Oni, you have the floor. You have a question?
Sorry, sir. I actually wanted to applaud you. I want to give you an applause for that. So not to ask the question.
Okay. I hope I didn't do anything wrong.
No, for the grouping, you just showed us how you
Okay.
did it
That's fine. No, it's part of the class. So now let's move on. Our time has been fast. I will need to share my screen now.
Okay, let me stop.
You have to stop sharing so that they can see my screen. So entire screen, and so share. No, all the recordings have been they've posted all the recordings. So maybe you are new and you're not in a group. Somebody said he needs recording. All those
They are
recordings
there.
they've
They are
shared,
in WhatsApp.
they are there. Go and check it in the group for last week.
Oh,
Even this
sorry,
one, immediately
sorry,
after
I'm
the
not
class.
in the group.
Okay, so let me. Okay, okay. So you can chat me up. This is my WhatsApp number 080. Let me just drop it in the chat room.
Right, sir.
Last one. Okay, somebody's already attest to the fact that it has been posted. So I'm dropping my WhatsApp number in the chat room so that you can just say hi to me, so that I can, if I have moderator, the moderator will be the one giving you the WhatsApp link 3966211. So my name is Rashid. Just say hi to me that you want to join the WhatsApp group, and I will send you the link after the class so that I can concentrate more on the class. Are we good, class?
Yes, sir.
So now, work is starting. So we want to start working. Now, the first thing is that we need to do, today we are working on DAX calculation. This is our date table. I'm sorry, these are our tables. But let's first of all go to our modeling, because if you don't get your modeling right, your calculation will be right. Modeling is very, very critical in Power BI, and we must be very, very intentional about our modeling. Okay, must get our modeling right. So what I used to do personally is that we have, in this context now, we have 5 dimension table and 1 fact table. Now the fact table is the activity table. That is where things are happening. This is the sales data where transaction is happening. Now, the way I set up my own Power BI is that I've already auto connected. That is why ordinarily some people, when they connect the data set, it's possible that they will not be seeing all this cardinality, connecting one-to-many relationship, with their data set. I mean, with their tables. But because I've already auto check it from the back end, so that is why it's connecting. I'm not teaching us data modeling today, but again, we still have to touch it. So now you see this dimension table. All those tables you are seeing at the top, like product, salespeople, location, customers, dates, they give meaning to the fact table, which is the activity table. Okay? Take for instance, in every organization, they do business transaction. People buy product from them, from different locations. And these products that people buy from an organization, some people sell it to those people. No, it's not possible for you now to, I want to buy a product from, let's say, Dangote now. I will now go and meet Dangote. Say, hello, Mr. Dangote, I want to buy cement. Is that possible? It's not possible. A sales rep has to sell it to me. Am I correct? Confirm, correct me if I'm wrong. Hello, class.
You
Am
are
I
right, sir.
communicating at all?
Yeah, you're right.
So a salesperson has to sell it to me. Okay, you can. So that is why you see salespeople here. You can see salespeople, location. Now, in every data modeling, all these tables you are seeing at the top, we call them dimension table, and they are giving meaning to the fact table. And there is a particular question that they are answering. The product table is telling you, is answering the question, what kind of product did our customer buy from us? The salespeople is telling you who are the sales manager or the sales rep or the sales agent that sold this product to you. The location is telling you from where did you buy these products, or from where did you order the products. That talks about location. And the customer table is telling you who are the customers that actually purchase our products in our organization. And the date table is telling you when was those transactions purchased. They need to know the date. That's why you see transaction dates in every data model or in every data set. Before an invoice can be raised in an organization, of course, there has to be what we call transaction dates. And the system will auto-generate a code. And that code will now be what will represent that transaction in that company's database. That is how it works. Okay. Now, we need to do one thing here. Who can tell me what we need to do before we move on?
Yes, sir.
I need a response.
Yeah.
Mention your
Samuel.
name. Mention your name before you talk.
Samuel.
Samuel, okay. What do you think we need to do here?
I think we need to connect the date to the fact table.
Okay, so what are the like terms? What are the things that are similar to one another that we need to connect to? Who can help us?
Yeah, we have purchase dates in the sales data, and we have dates here in the dates table.
Thank you. So I'll just drag purchase dates and dates and purchase date and date together. I've connected it. Okay. So when you are connecting, this is what you are likely to see. It's telling us that Power BI is telling us that there is a new existing relationship that the date table is connecting to purchase dates. Are you okay with it? It's cross-filtering by single to, and the cardinality is one to many, which is fine. You click on save. As you are saving, that it will establish a connection. Okay. Now we have finished our job. Let us now move to go and do the real work. This is 255. It's now we are starting the real today's work. Now, Mr. Samuel, you just spoke now. As a manager, you are my employer now. So you gave me these assignments. As a manager, what would you like to see? Tell me what you like to see from this transaction that we are looking at.
I would like to see the total revenue that they are generating per year.
Total revenue per year. Okay?
Yeah.
So, how do we do that? What do we need to do to generate the revenue? Okay, to move faster. Let me quickly move. Now, he is my manager and he has told me that he wants to see the total revenue. Okay, but for me, I think that before we see the total revenue, why can't we first of all know the total transaction we contributed as an organization, that we did as an organization? And how do we do that? So let me come to sales table here. Okay, in this sales table, I feel that, okay, let's calculate the total transaction first. Okay, before we now start thinking about revenue. So, the icons here is showing us calculation, okay? But before I do this, there is something that we need to do. If you want to calculate revenue, who can tell me the formula for calculating revenue? If you know, just say it.
Quantity times unit cost. Total quantity sold times unit cost.
No, you are not correct, sir. You are close, but the last one is wrong. Quantity is correct, but that unit cost is not right. Unit cost. Okay, who can tell me the meaning of unit cost? Because we need to understand the basics.
Or unit price.
I don't just want to be calculating. I want us to really understand what we are doing. And I'm going to share a story to us.
Selling price times selling price.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me share a story to us. I got certified as Power BI Analyst 2021. And before I got certified, we did the training. After the training, we wrote the exam. You know now, students, we cram, we pass. So when I got certified in 2021, I became an MCT too. Of course, I've been training before then. It was that experience that made me know that passing an exam for a particular course is different from teaching that course. You can read to pass an exam, you may not be able to transfer that knowledge. Did anybody agree with me? Did anyone agree with me?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yes.
I agree with you.
So we read, we cram, we passed that exam. In 2023, that was 2021. 2023, somebody now, I used to call myself a trainer. Somebody now gave me 2 students to train. The person now pay me. Of course, as a trainer, I've not trained before because I was working with one organization then. I was so happy. Say how much? I said just pay 100,000. I'll teach them. For me, it costs nothing. I won't buy data. I will use company data to teach them. So I now collected that money. Ladies and gentlemen, I struggled to teach those people. I struggled. And I was angry with myself. And I'm carrying this Microsoft certification that I passed it. How did I pass? I had to start learning again. In fact, I go to the basics. All those things that I read and passed, I think I know. I now discover that I did not really know it. So I have to start learning. So that's why I'm trying to carry us along to ensure that I engage us for us to really know what we are learning. Do we really understand this thing? Do we really know it? Okay. So now, going to our class now, we want to calculate the revenue. Obviously, the revenue will be calculated inside the sales data because that is the activity table. I told us that we have dimension table, we have fact table. Our fact table is the activity table where real transaction is. Okay, every of those table they are represented. Every of those dimension table they are represented inside that fact table. That is why you can see customer ID, location ID, order ID, and product ID inside that sales table, and also quantity. Now let me quickly show us what is in the sales table. Okay, to see what is in the sales table, when you click on your sales data, move to your left hand side, you see report view, then you see table view. Click on that table view. When you click on that table view, go back to that sales data and click on that icon of sales data again. After doing that, you should be able to see all the information inside your dates, inside your sales table. And these are the informations we have. Okay? Now, we want to calculate our revenue. There is no way we can calculate our revenue here because who can show me, is there any cost price or selling price here? Who can show me? Is there any cost price or selling price or unit cost or something here? Who can show me? Who can tell me? Do we see any price here? Hello?
No.
Am I the only one
what?
on this call?
No,
Just
sir.
no
price,
price.
no
Price, price.
So
No.
we need to go and look for our price. But first thing I need to do I don't like my dates to be a long date like this. So for anybody following me, click on top of that purchase. When you click on that purchase, the entire column will be selected and the behavior will change. I can come to format. Format is, you see formatting. After structure, you see formatting. There is an arrow in front of that format. Drop down that arrow and click on short dates. Okay? So when you click on short date, your date becomes smaller. Now, don't forget, we want to get our revenue, but we don't have price. So we need to go and look for price. Our price, let's check somewhere. Let me check product table. Okay, so I think this is where demand is hiding. Those men. Can we see that our price is in product table, and there is also cost price also hiding here. Okay, but the truth is that we need that man called price. We need it inside this sales table for us to be able to carry out our calculation. How can we do this? Now, make sure when you want to calculate it, make sure you are clicking on that sales table because it is anywhere you are clicking or you are working on, that is where your whatever calculation you calculate will come and stay. Okay? So be certain where you are clicking and be sure where you are. Now, I am inside the sales table. I'm clicking the icon. Okay, that's where we can see what we are seeing. Now, I want to bring in my price to this environment so that I can be able to multiply my quantity to my price. How do I do this? Who can help me? Do you have any idea in the house? If you know it, can you just say it? I want to bring my price to this environment.
I think since we have the sales the sales price in the product table, so we can merge it with the sales data using the common identity, which will be the product ID.
That's a good one. I love that idea. Who can try again? Any other trial?
You create new measure and write
I create
your
new
formula
measure.
in there.
Okay, thank you. I love that idea too. Who is going to try again? No one? Okay, let's move on.
New columns.
New column. Okay, thank you. Okay, so new column. Yes. Okay, let me click. Somebody say new column. I've clicked on new column. So I'm following you. I've already clicked on new column. So what do I do now?
Screen. Okay, it has come.
What do I do?
We now type the table where it's coming from and the column we are selecting.
No. Okay, so how do we? Okay, so don't worry. Let me not stress us. Let me not stress us. What I will do is that I will delete this column first. That good. The column has gone. So what we need to do is that let's use measure. Or alternatively, we can also let me not use this measure. Let me use new column, as they have said. Now we have picked a new column. Now we are looking for price. Okay, for anybody that follow, let me just call it price. This is what we are looking for. But it's not here in this environment. We want to go to another environment which is called product table to get it. Okay. Now, Power BI is a very flexible tool, and there are a lot of commands that we can learn that can help us and make our life more easier. Okay. So in this context, the command we're going to use what we call related. Now, I want to call our attention to something here. This is the command related. Whenever you click any command in Power BI, please make sure you read and understand what it means. It's going to help you so that you are not just walking. A lot of people know things, but they can't explain it. Don't be that kind of trainer. Don't be that kind of analyst. Now, I pick related. What does related do? If you look down very well, you'll see that there is a sentence under that related. It said, return a related value from another table. So obviously, this formula knows that the reason why we are using him is because the information we need is not resident inside this sales data that we have. It's somewhere else. So now it's telling us, give me that column name that you want to bring. Don't forget that we are looking for price. Just type price. Immediately I start typing price. I've not even finished typing. Immediately I type PRI already. Price has shown. Can you see that I now have my current price? And that is what I'm looking for. I will click my current price and I will close that bracket and I will hit my enter button. Now I have my price. Okay. Now, another thing I want to call our attention to is that when we get your price, as a data analyst, can somebody tell me what is wrong with this pricing that we are seeing? Something is wrong with it. Can somebody tell me what is wrong? This price that we just brought. Can somebody tell me what is wrong with it?
Probably not properly.
Supposed to
not
be
properly
formatted, as maybe it should be on decimal or something like that.
It should be
okay, it's
on,
not properly it's not properly formatted. You are right, but okay, so that formatting, look at it very well. If you know that you are with your system, I need you to check formatting and look up very well, because for me this is not a price. This is just numbers.
Yes. Under the formatting, we have whole number here.
It's a whole number.
So we have to change it
so
to
what should
currency. Currency.
Currency. Thank you. Just click on your currency here. We have more than 500 currencies all over the world that you can leverage. But for the purpose of this class, we're looking at a data set from United States of America, and their currency in US is dollar, so it's fine. Now it has give it an auto decimal, but because we are dealing with numbers, so we need to put it. Maybe let's use 2 places of decimal. Where you see auto, try and put 2 and hit your enter button, so that it can be 2 places of decimal. Okay. Now we have gotten our price. What else do we need? It's not only price we need to get revenue. Okay, it's only price we need, okay? So we can as well multiply them by one another. So how do we multiply them? We can get another column. Abi, am I correct? So when we get another column, it's still loading, then we can say, okay, to get our revenue now. Revenue. Okay, so how do we get our revenue now? We say, now, in Power BI, all these columns that you see that they are represented, you can get that column by either typing, or if you don't want to type, you can use square brackets. If you use square brackets, you bring all those columns out, so you can select what you need. Now in this context, I'm looking for price. I use square brackets, and it has brought that price for me. I'll click on that price. I'll leave a space, put my multiplication sign, leave a space. It's a personal preference. If you don't put space, there is no penalty. Okay. I'll use my square bracket again and get my quantity. And here is my quantity. And I'll hit my enter button. Okay. Now, it has given me my revenue. Okay. After giving my revenue, I'll still need to format it the same way. Now, what I'm doing here, what I'm doing here is what we call calculated column. Okay. Now, you need to know that calculated column is not advisable in Power BI, but not in all cases. There are some cases that you still need to use calculated column. But when when it has to do with numbers, please, I beg us, don't use calculated column. Can somebody ask me why? It's not advisable that we use it, or we are not interested in knowing the reason.
Why, sir?
Why?
Thank you.
Why?
Thank you very much. Now, if we look down our screen, you will see that the sales data says that this data has 15,000 rows. If you know you see it, confirm that you can see it.
Same.
We can see it.
Now,
yes, we can see it.
Same.
This transaction has 15,000 rows. As I've created this price column now, there is another 15,000 information that has joined that transaction. As I've created this revenue, there is another 15,000 information. Imagine that your data set is about, let's say, 3 million data sets, and you start creating this calculator. What that translates to is that you will now be having 3 million rows joining your 3 million information of 3 million rows joining your transaction. And I don't think that is the best, because what it's going to do for your data model is that your data model will now become very slow, and you don't want that to happen. But there is a way out. Now, this is calculated column. You can see what you are doing. If I want to say, okay, let me do one more thing. Let me create another calculated column. And after creating that calculated column, let me do, okay, let's say I want to create a profit. Who can tell me? I'm trying to take my time on this calculated column, because we have a lot of new people joining us for the first time who are new to Power BI, who are beginners. So I don't want them to be lost. That's why I'm taking my time If not, I will have left and go to some other things. Okay. Now, I want to get profits. Who can help me out? How do I get my profits? I need help in the house, please. How do I get my profit, class? Who's going to help me out?
So how to get your profit?
We'll use cost price.
Revenue minus expenses.
So how do we get the expenses? How do we get the expenses? Who can help me out?
There's a product cost, I believe, sir.
So where is product costs? Where is that?
Under your product, you showed us cost.
Thank you. You are paying attention very well. That is what I want to hear. So now we are going to get our cost now. Okay? What is the name of that formula? The command we use to go and fetch our price the other time. Who can remember, please?
Relate.
Related.
Somebody say relate. Related. Thank you. It's not related, it's related. So I'll just pick related. So I will pick my related and type my cost. Immediately I start typing like this, it will fetch it out. That is how it works. If it does not come out, it means that you have done something wrong. You need to check yourself. And I'll just bring in my costs. Now that I have my costs, what else do I need to do? Who can help me? What else do I need to do? I can do it, but I don't want to.
The currency.
I should do what? Format it. I've done the formatting. What else do I need to do?
Yeah,
because I need my profit.
2 decimal places.
You subtract
the cost from the revenue.
It's not possible now.
Create a column. Then you use the formula cost price minus selling price.
Okay, I've created a column. I can't remove cost from revenue. You know why? There's a difference between cost and revenue. Yes. Cost is relating to a product. Revenue is relating to general products. Now, if you want to categorize, you put cost and price in the same category. You cannot put revenue and cost in the same category. Do we understand my explanation?
Yeah.
So,
yes, sir.
What we need to do now is that we need to get calculation of cost of goods sold. Now, let's say Mr. Samuel, let's say you are an importer. You go to United States of America, you imported laptop to Ghana. Now, you imported that laptop to Ghana at the rate of $1,000 US. That's landing cost. Mr. Samuel, are you going to sell that product in the market for $1,000 US?
No, you have to add markup.
No, please. I have to add.
Why do you have to add? Why you do have to add?
That's the profit.
Because I need profit.
Thank you. Now, that cost, 1,000 landing cost, is what is cost what? In this context, in this context of this calculation we are doing now, that landing cost, what is the name here? What name do you give? Cost of goods sold.
Yeah.
Cost of goods sold. That is what it costs you to bring it in, clear it in the port, transport it to your warehouse or maybe your store or somewhere where you want to sell it. That is cost of goods sold. Okay, and that's what we want to get now. Okay, so I'll call it cost of goods sold.
So that will be.
But let me. It's too long. Let me just call it. Let me abbreviate it. Cost of goods. Cost of goods sold. COGS. Okay. Now, how do I get my COGS? I will get my square bracket that I told us. Okay. Get my costs. Multiply by what?
Quantity.
Thank you.
Quantity.
Thank you.
Quantity.
I love this class. So where's my quantity now? My quantity is hiding now. QU. Okay, I can see it now. Quantity, and I'll now hit my enter button. So now I have done my I've done my calculated column. I've getting my cost of goods sold. Now I can get my profits. Okay. To get my profits is just to create another column. To get my profit now is just to create another column. Now, after creating another column, I will just type give me profits. Okay, I'll just type profits. Profit equals to what? Equals to
Revenue minus cost of goods sold.
Thank you. Revenue minus cost of goods sold. And I'll hit my enter button. This is my profits. Then the next thing is that I just need to do what? Format it. Okay. After formatting it, then I will now do what we called, I'll put it in 2 places of decimal here. Okay. Now I'm getting my profits. But all that we have done.
Sir,
okay,
sorry,
go on.
Sir,
yeah, go on.
It's showing sales data revenue minus sales data cost. Is that what we want to choose? I thought it was COGS.
And what you are seeing is the name of that table. How can I explain this thing now?
What he's trying to say is that the last one is supposed to carry
Table name and
COGS,
column.
not cost.
The last one is supposed to be COGS, cost of goods sold.
Oh, sorry,
But,
sorry, it was a mistake. Sorry, my brother. It was a mistake. Thank you for that observation. Thank you. It was a mistake. Sorry. So we have gotten our profits now. But all this thing we have done. Go on.
Mr. Rashid, you said it is not advisable to do multiplications on the.
Yes, I said so, yes. That is where I'm going now. So all these things we have done now, we are just unnecessarily stressing ourselves. And it's a long journey. Okay? This cost of goods sold, this profit, this revenue, there is a formula command that we can use, and we get it at once. You will not see it in this table, but it's resident in this data model. They call it, we call it virtual calculation. Now, we are in a training now. We are learning in class. Is anybody with me here that I am? The answer is no. But we are doing virtual training. And we are communicating and we are learning. And we are getting value. Am I right? So, what I mean is, we don't really need all this stress. So, let's move to measure. What we have been doing since is what we call calculated column. I will show us when, I hope that we have enough time, or if we cannot finish today, maybe next week, we still need to do some things on DAX calculation again, because DAX is very wide, okay? I prepare like 40 to 50 questions that we're going to answer today, but already I'm looking at my time. This is 3:21, so it's, even if I'm a winch, there is no way we can explore it, but I'll try my best. Whatever we can achieve today, we'll learn it, okay? So now, how do we do it? First, let us say we had our revenue, right? Now we want to use measure. Now we are not going to use calculated column. We're going to use that virtual calculation. Now, if you observe very well, you won't see measure here because you are working inside table. That measure will not show. Did you observe that there is no measure here?
Yeah.
Is anybody paying attention?
Yes.
Now, but if I click on my table view, that measure will come. And now I can see my measure. If you look at calculation area here, are you seeing that measure at all? Do you see my cursor?
Yeah.
Are we seeing my cursor? So this is that measure.
Yeah, new measure.
So I'm inside my sales table. Then I click on my new measure. Now I want to calculate. First of all, I want to calculate revenue, and I do not want to use all those calculated column. Now this time around, I'm not going to use revenue. I'm going to use total sales, because total sales and revenue are the same. It's just name change. So because if I put revenue, the system will not accept it because we already have one revenue saved in that data model. So let me call it total sales. Or before I do that, let's first of all calculate our total quantity. We want to know the total product that we sold. Okay? So total quantity. Okay? How do we calculate our total quantity? It's the same way that we use our Excel. We use sum. Just type sum. When you type sum, you'll see that sum command. Click on it. You'll see add all the numbers in a column. Now, there's a column that has all those quantity. You are just telling Power BI, please add those numbers. Don't forget that we are looking for quantity. So quantity is down. Then I'll come down here, pick my quantity, and close that bracket. And I'll just hit enter. Now I have calculated my total quantity. But okay, this is what what I'm warning us to not to do. I've made that mistake again now. Do we observe that my total quantity is not inside my sales table, but resident inside my customer table? Can we see it? Can we see my mouse?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, I can.
So you need to know where you want your information stays. Okay. Class, please, I apologize. I asked for 30 seconds. I need to enter convenience. Please, sorry. I've been enduring it. Sorry, class. I'm back. Okay. So we have gotten our total quantity. Am I audible? Can anybody hear me? Confirm that you can hear me.
Yes, sir.
We can hear you, sir.
Yes,
we can hear you.
Now we want to do another calculation again. We have done our total quantity. So let's know our total transaction. I know we already know our total transaction. Who can remind me?
You said
the
total
have
quantity. Okay, continue, Samuel.
Go on.
All right.
No,
you said
total quantity is in
the location
and it's not
is
supposed to be there.
Yes, I will remove it.
it.
I will teach us. I just want to create 2 more. Then we now move it. I will teach us how to move it. Because ordinarily, when you are working, if you look at the icon beside that total quantity very well, you will see that it's different from all of them. That is what makes it show that this is a measure. Okay? When you look at what you have, the icon beside maybe location, date, and all the dimension table is different from the icon of those calculations we did in terms of cost of goods sold, and price. You see that there is a sigma on it. But for that measure, the icon is different. Okay? So we create folder. But before we do that, let's do one more thing. Let's do a new measure. Now let's know our total transaction. Total transaction. Okay, when we do our total transaction, there's a command called count rows. This is it. What does it do? Count the number of rows in a table. Now, our table, I told us that our activity table is that sales table. Because other tables doesn't increase, but activity table, it will increase, because that is when you buy invoice, you make purchases, everything goes to that activity table. So it will continue to increase. And that is where you need to, that's the only place you can find your total transaction. Okay? Now, don't forget your table name is sales table. That's sales data, right? And I'm just going to close that bracket now. And so we have our total transaction. Now, after we've gotten our total quantity, we've gotten our total transaction. Now, because we have started creating measures, let's put it in a folder so that every other calculation we did, all of them will go into that folder. So we don't start looking for it everywhere. Okay? So to create that calculation, I will leave my measure tools environment. I will go to home button. Now, when I go to home button, I will look for data. Data, when you look at clipboard, followed by data. Now, for that data, you will see what we call enter data icon. There are 6 icons in that data environment, but we need enter data. And I'll just click on that enter data. When I click on that enter data, it will open up a dialog box for me to fill. Okay, my system is a bit delayed, but it's going to show now. Okay, it's telling me to create a table. So all I need to do is call it a name that pleases you. But I like to call my own calculations. Calculations. That is where I want to keep my calculations. Then I will, after calling it calculation, I will now click on load. Now, when I click on load, it will just be like another table. You know, before we have 6 tables. So our table now, by virtue of this calculation that we just created, can you see that our table now has jumped to 7 now? Can you see that calculation at the top? So now, since we have calculation table now, that 2 measures that we have created, we want to move it into that folder so that we don't start looking for it when we need it. How do we do that? That's information you want to move. You click on it. When you click on it, okay, let me first of all click on the sales table. Okay, when I click, okay, let me click on the customer table. When I click on the customer table, the behavior of the icon at the top will change. And when I drop down that, there is, hold on, why is it not coming down? Supposed to come down now. Okay, when you click on the icons that you want to move, okay, you will see that the behavior up here has changed. Beside where you can see home table, under that structure, you see structure. There is structure, formatting, properties, but I'm talking about structure. Because I'm clicking on a calculation inside customer's table. So it's displaying customer table for me, but I want it to move to another table at the top, which is calculations. Okay, when I drop down this arrow and click on calculation, what's going to happen now is that the quantity jumps to that calculation. I click on total transaction and drop down that same arrow and click on calculation. It jumps into that folder too. Then
sorry,
for this column,
I didn't get you, Sal.
Okay, what's it that you don't get? What's it that you don't get, sir?
I heard you say you were trying to shift the total transaction under customers to the calculation table. I heard you saying go to and click structure, but from there,
no,
I didn't.
What the first thing you do is that's information you want to move. You click on top of it. If you don't click on it, you will not see where you are moving it to at the top.
Okay.
So when you click on it, the behavior of your environment will change. And it will enable you to see,
okay.
You see home table by the topmost side, by the left-hand side, you see name and home table. In that home table,
okay,
there is whichever table that you are, like we are in customers table. I created in customer table, right? I don't know where you created your own because I am not seeing your system. But if you now click on that icon that you want to move, it will change that behavior. You will see the name of that table. Now, when you see the name of that table, you drop the arrow at the front. You see an arrow, very tiny arrow at the front. You drop it. When you drop it, you will see where you want to take it to, which is calculations. When you click on calculations, that your information will jump into that place. Try it. If you don't get it, share your screen. Let's learn together.
But I don't have calculations.
I'm not following you. I'm not practicing with you. I can't practice and concentrate.
Okay, so the person that said does not have calculation, can you share your screen? I'm going to unshare mine now.
Okay.
Share your screen. Go ahead. We are learning. Even if it's only 10 calculations we did today, at least.
I'm there now.
What is important to me is that we must get it. If we get it, I'm fine. We can build that foundation. Your system is still loading it. Okay, now good. Okay, you got your measure, I'll be fine. Now, have you created your own folder too?
Yes, I moved everything to the folder. It's just that if I go to this drop down, I don't have calculations to drop these total transactions to.
No. Click on total transaction. What is the name? What's the name of the folder at the top? The folder where the item that you have created that you want to move. What is the name of the folder? It's very tiny. I can't see it.
Okay, I have total transactions as the name. The home table.
Calculation. You need the calculation.
I've not created a calculations table.
Wait. That's date model. That's data model. You know, we created a folder. Or we created two measures. We created total quantity and total transactions. Now, when we created those two, where are they residing? What's the name of the table where they are residing?
Customer data. They are residing in customer data.
Thank you. Now, have you created that folder that you need to move it to?
No, I have not.
Okay, let's go there. So now, I'm seeing your system. I'm seeing enter data. Can you see enter data beside SQL? Do you see enter data?
Yes.
Click on that enter data. Click on that enter data. It will pop up a dialog box for you.
Yes, it does.
Good. I don't understand this your own. Okay. Come down where you are seeing table.
Yes.
Cancel that table. Click on that box and cancel that table.
I've cancelled it.
I'm still seeing it too.
No, it is gone.
Under name.
Okay.
Under name.
Okay.
Under name.
Okay.
Down.
Call it calculation.
I've done that.
Calculation. Now click on load. Immediately you call it calculation. Just click on load or next or whatever that is there.
Yes.
Now, after you have done it, you will see that calculation as another table that will join that 6 table that you already have. Am I correct?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
What's going on?
Yes.
I'm seeing query editor. I'm not supposed to see this query editor.
When I saved it, the query editor came up.
No, it means that you have opened the query editor down. We are not supposed to see query editor.
No, I didn't. I closed and applied from when I finished from here. So can I close and apply it again?
No, don't worry. Just leave it. We are doing our job. So now, can you see that calculation now?
Yes.
Now look up very well. Oh, you have gone to query editor again.
I'm not in query editor. I'm in the home screen.
I'm seeing query editor. I'm seeing query editor.
We are seeing the query editor, please. If still query editor, we're also seeing from myself.
So now I'm seeing Power BI desktop.
Sorry, it's just a lag. It's not. I'm
Come back to query editor again.
Okay, we are there now. So now,
yes,
look up very well before you do. You see that where you pick your enter data is still intact, right? Now, click on top of any of those measures. You will see that the behavior will change. Click on top of it. Click on any of the icon. Those two. Click on any one of them. No, that calculation you do. That's total quantity and total transaction. Click on any of the icon beside it.
I've done that.
Did you click on it? Do you notice that the behavior has changed of your where you have your data tools?
Yes.
Now, look for what can you see by your left-hand side? Say it to me because there is a little lag. What can you see?
Total transactions and customer data.
By the extreme. Maybe table something. Okay. I can see. Okay, good. Oh yeah, click on calculation now. You should go there.
I'm not seeing calculations under the drop down.
No, it should be there. It should be there.
Not there.
Drop it down. It's there.
Calculated.
Take it there again. Click on it.
It's not there.
Look at it very well. It has to be there.
Or do I need to close and apply on the query table?
But looking on the data side, there is no calculation folder on that side. So I don't think he has created it.
Okay. Can you apply that query editor? Let's see. Maybe that's where we have our issue.
Okay. Do I close and apply?
Go to that query editor. Yeah, close and apply.
I'm there.
Click on close and apply.
Yes, I've done that now. So the calculation has come actually. I've seen it.
Okay. Yeah,
there is a lag. I cannot see it yet.
Okay, I've selected calculation.
Good.
Under total quantity.
Select it now. It will go there. Do the second
then
one.
Under transaction, I will select.
Do the second one too.
Okay, I've done that. Thank you.
Okay, good. So let's move on. Are we all good? Are we really getting anything in this class at all?
Yes.
100%. 100 for you, sir.
Yes, so a lot.
Okay, so I'm so happy to hear to get that feedback. I don't want to rush us because if I rush us and we are not getting it, then what have I gained? So I just wasted my time. So if it's only 10 calculations we can do and we know it very well, to God be the glory. Today is 18, right? 18. Okay, let's move on. We still have to do DAX next week because my 40 DAX, I don't know how I'm going to achieve it today. So let me quickly share my screen now.
It's too early for the iron is at the back there.
I need us to confirm that we can see my screen.
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. So now, what we need to do now, this column 1, inside that is my calculation table. I'm by the extreme at the right-hand side. I don't need this column 1. Now, there is an ellipsis. These 3 dots at the front. When I click on that ellipsis, I will see delete from model. Okay? When I scroll down to that delete and I click on delete from model, it will automatically delete that ellipsis. And that ellipsis is gone. Good. Now, let's work starts. Now, if you want to create a measure, there are 4 ways you can create your measure. The first one is, if I come to this ellipsis at the front of quantity, one of these measures I created here, if I click on the 3 ellipses there, and I click on new measure, it will take me to my new measure. Now, I told us that time that it is unprofessional and it's not the best practice for us to always use calculated column to create our revenue. But this time around now, we want to create our revenue from here. So, but I will call it total sales. And I'm going to call it total sales. Now, we all know that for us to calculate revenue, it is, or let's say total sales, it is quantity times what? Quantity times what? Quantity times what? Times price.
Selling price.
Am I correct? Good. So I will say total sales equals to. Now, price is a metric. Quantity is another metric. They are two already. Now, you all remember that when we calculated our total quantity, we used sum. Am I correct? We used sum. Can anybody remember? The reason why we use that sum is that we are only calculating just a column. But in Power BI, if you need to calculate 2 columns, then you must use what we call sum X. That sum X, we call it an iteration function. Okay? I will just type my sum X now. So if you are following, type sum X. I've typed my sum X. So sum X is asking me an argument. It said, return the sum of an expression evaluated for each row in a table. And there are 2 arguments that this sum X is asking me. The first argument is that, Mr. Man, you say you want to calculate total sales. What is the name of the table where you want to calculate the total sales? The name of the table is sales data. This is my table. I have gotten my table. The next thing is for me to get my comma. It's not asking for expression. What is my expression? My expression is quantity. I'll just type Q quantity. Immediately I start typing Q, it will bring that quantity out for me. I have my quantity already. Don't forget, I want to multiply quantity times what? Times price. And I'll put my space. I'll put multiplication sign. Now, don't forget that this is measure. My price is not here. It's seated in sales table. Now, I need to go and get that price inside product table. Who can remind me of that formula again? If you are following us.
Related.
We get our related. Now, after we have gotten our related, what column name are we looking for now? We are looking for price. Just type your price. Immediately you start typing, that price will come out. And I will close my brackets. Now, I have gotten my formula. If you know that I'm rushing you, you can snap this formula. Let me try and see if I can make it big. So now I have my total sales. Total sales is equal to sum X. Quantity times price. And that's my revenue. Now, this is what I'm saying. We have been calculating. Let's even check what we have been doing. Okay, let me get something around. Let me come to my date table. Let me get my date table. My date table is not showing. Okay, it's showing. This is my date table. It's trying to load. My date table is trying to load. Okay, I have my date table now. Okay, by default, it will give me an hierarchy, but I don't need this hierarchy. Remove the hierarchy. Give me just ordinary dates instead of that hierarchy. Oh, no, this is not what I want. Or alternatively, let me leave the hierarchy, but let me remove the day. Let me remove the months. Let me remove the quarter, and let me just leave the year. So I want to see only the year. Okay? Now, I have gotten my revenue. This is the revenue that I calculated. Total sales, right? Let me pick my total sales and dump it in this thing. I'll get my total sales here. Get my total sales. Now, I can also go and get that same revenue that I calculated that is resident inside sales data. Down, this is my sales data. And that revenue is somewhere here. I think it's still down. Okay, it's here. So if I click here, get my sales data, then I can get my revenue. Now, if you look at it very well, let me put on focus so that we can see it can be bigger. Can we see that our revenue is the same? Can we confirm it?
Yes.
The only thing that I've not formatted my total sales. If I click on total sales now, put my $sign. Can we confirm that they are the same?
Yes, sir.
Do we understand? It's like we are lost too. Are we getting?
Decimal place? 2 decimal place.
Okay, it's fine. But do we get the idea? Do we get the calculation? 2 decimal place. Do we see that it's the same?
Yes.
Good. Now, let us also create cost of goods sold. Now, I will use this same calculation. I will copy it. I will do Control C. Then, I told us that we can use these 3 ellipses to get our measure. I can also right-click on any of those calculations, like total quantity. If I right-click on total quantity now, I can still get my measure from there. Okay? When I have my measure in the tax bar, okay, I can now dump it. This is total sales, but I'm looking for cost of goods sold. So instead of total sales, I will cancel the cost of goods sold. I'll call it, I will complete it this time around costs. Call it cost of goods. Okay? Now, quantity is fine, but current price is not fine. Who can tell me what I need to replace with that current price? Who can remind me?
Cost price.
Cost price. Thank you. I get my cost price. It's the same process. Sum X, quantity times get your related and get your cost. Okay, so I will just bring my cost into the data model now. That's my cost. Then I'll go and get my cost inside the sales data. And that's COGS. This one. Is it showing? No, it's not showing. Why are you not showing? Now it's showing now. Get that? Okay, so if I get to my cost here, then I will need to format it also. Can we see that they are all the same thing? Can we see that we are getting the same answer? I want a feedback. Or are we confused? Are you lost?
Yeah, we get the same answer.
I'm not lost. I've calculated it, but this table that you have, I'm not able to get it. But I've done all the calculations under the measure. I've done with the formulas.
Okay. Share your screen. Let me know why you are not getting this table. Share your screen. Let me know. Let me know why you are not getting it.
I'm doing that now, sir.
It's fine. I'll just I will stop sharing. But at least we are learning. Am I correct? Are we learning something?
Yeah, we are.
It can be overloading. That's the way it overloaded me too at the beginning. So don't worry, you will get over it with time. The way we play with our phone and we get to know it very well is the same way. Just continue practicing, continue learning. We'll get better.
Can you see my screen, sir?
So I can see your screen now. So what is the issue?
So under the calculation, I've done all the cost of goods and total sales, but I'm not able to bring out the table the way you were.
Okay.
It's a chart that's showing on my own.
Click on look for table. I'm saying that no, go to where you have a visualization.
Okay.
Those your visual. Come down. Second to the last line. The last 3 lines down. Hey, you are there. Click on that table. Good.
Yes.
Now, after you have clicked on that table, go to your date table.
My date
Are you on
table.
your date? Are you on your date table?
Yes.
Good. The first icon is dates. Bring in that
Yes.
date into your visualization. Good. Now, go to under your visualization where you have the dates. Under that visualization where you have plenty visualization, come down. There is an X in front of day, quarter, month. Be canceling
yes.
it until you have only year left. Don't touch the year. Oh.
Until the month and
Canceling
the
it.
day.
Now you have only the year. Remove the day. Good. Now you have only the year. Now, go and bring your, first of all, bring your total sales or revenue. Bring the measure one into the visualization. Good. Now go to your sales table rather. Go and get that revenue that we first of all calculated. Good. Do you see that it's the same?
Yes.
Now, can you please go to your visualization where you are, the information is showing? That star, can you drag it and expand the table so that you can accommodate new one that I want to put? Good. I love that. Now, go and get your cost of goods sold, your measure in your measure table, bring it in. It's at the top.
I brought the 2 of them in.
So are you okay now?
Yes, I'm okay.
Any
question
I
just
at
need
this
to
point?
format the. I need
just
to format
it,
the.
yeah.
Okay,
just
no
format
problem.
it. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. That was the only thing that you need to do. Are we good? Are we good?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have created folder. We have created now. I need to show us how to create. Let me show us something. Let me share my screen now. Even though our time is gone, but we still need to do some things. Can we do extra 30 minutes? Hope we don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
No, not at all.
Hello, class. Okay, that's fine. So now I'll just share my screen now. Are we seeing my screen?
Yes.
Okay. What can we see?
Our names.
Your team's page.
Oh no, let me stop sharing and reshare again. That is not what we should see. So let me reshare it again. So now what can we see now?
Your Power BI.
Good. So now I will go back to my status quo. This is on focus mode. I don't want it to be on focus mode again. What do I need to do? Then let me click here. Good. So now you see, oh shit, it's gone. But will come back. So this my sales table where we did our calculated column. But as I told us, we don't really need all this information. So I'm just going to delete them. I will click on this price. Hold down my control, but I think control. Hit my I will hit my price. Hold down my shifts and hit my profit. Oh, it's not allowing it. Why now? Okay, let me select it one after the other. Oh, it's not allowing it. Why? Oh, okay. I'll just do it one after the other. I'll just delete it because I don't really need it. It's just making my data mode. I just need to show us so that we can know how we calculate, how we use calculated column. So it's just unnecessary baggage. So I'm just going to delete it now. I don't need this revenue too. I'm going to delete it also. Mr. Revenue, you can go. I have a way of getting everything that I need. So thank you. It's nice doing business with you. I will also delete. I will delete Mr. Costs. I don't need you too. With my related function, I can get my cost price. So I don't need you too. Mr. Cogs, you can also go. Okay. Last on and not the least is this. And so is also gone. So I have deleted all of them. Okay. Now, what do I need to do now? Let me go back to my visualization. I'm now having error because I've deleted them. So I'll just click on fix this. When I click on fix this, I should be seeing those ones that are measures because I've already deleted those calculated column. So I will just go back to a report page. Now I'm on the report page. Now, as I said to us, when it has to do with numbers and figures, we should use measures. But anything different from that, we may need to, like, let me do something for us now here. This is year. Okay, so let's say I'm doing something. Let me do another date table, another table. In this new table now, let's say I'm doing something around. Let me come to my date and look for my month's name. This is my month's name. If I click my month's name, okay. After picking my month's name, and I decide to pick something around. Let me pick my total quantity. Okay. Now, for us to see it very well, let me put it on focus mode so that you can see it. Now, can we see that date, that month, they are long months? Ordinarily, we should have short months. Okay, instead of us having these long months. So if you need to create something like this, that one you are going to need to use a calculated column to create it. So let's quickly do that. And how can we do that? I will go to my table view. When I get to my table view, I will look for my date table. So when I look for my date table, I will scroll to the end. Now, can we see now that this is this is date. This is not the month. Okay, no. I want to see the long months. Where is my long month ID? This one has to be short. Let me select it and get a short date. Now, okay, this is my month's name. If you can see it, you can see that my month's name is a long one, but I need a short one. So in this context, I will need to do what? I will use what we call calculated column. So sorry, new column rather. When I get my new column, I will now type short months. Okay. After getting my short months, there is a formula called left. Okay. When I click on that left, I will now go and get my text. My text is month's name. Just type month's name. Month's name. Month's name. This is the month's name here. Okay. So I will get my comma. The next is that how many number of characters do I need? I actually need 3 because I want 3 to show. I'll pick 3. Then I'll close my brackets. Okay? Short month equals to left, get my month name, comma. How many characters do I need? I need 3. Then I'll hit my enter button. Now, when I hit my enter button, I will get my 3 short months. So let's go back to that our table. We can see this is the table. You can see it's long months, but we wanted short months. But because we selected long months, so let us remove that long month. That is the month's name. Okay. Now let's scroll down and look for that short month. It should be down because we just created it. Okay, it's here. So if I click on it now, okay, it's down. I can drag it up. Okay, if it's not going, let me remove the total quantity first. Then pick, go to my calculation and pick my quantity. Or this time around, let me pick total sales for it. And we see it. Now we have short months. But can we see that this short months now, can we see that it's starting from ABC? Now, a year starts from which month, please? Who can help me?
January.
January. Okay, so it means that we need to sort it. Okay, so now, so let's go back to that date. This is the dates. Short months. This is short month. I've already selected it. Now, if you go to sort, you see sort. After when you start from structure, formatting, properties, then you see sort by. Sort by what? Sort by. Let's try month's name. I hope I'm right. Now, after clicking sort by month's name, let's go back to our. Oh, it's not correct. Why is it not correct? Okay, okay. It shouldn't be month name, really. It shouldn't be month name. It should be month of the year. So let's go back there. Let's go back to our date table. We have selected it. Let's go to sorts and look for month of the year. Instead of month name, it should be month of the year. I think this month of year. If I'm not wrong, let's try this. Maybe it can work. Okay, so let's go back to our table. Okay, can you see that January has come to the top now? Can somebody confirm that you can see it?
Yes, that's right.
So that is how you sort your months. Now we can get, you know that you can see your performance based on months. Okay. Now, let's go on. Let's do some other calculations here.
Before we go, sir.
Okay, go on. I'm with you.
A situation where you have a financial year started from April to March. In some instances, financial year normally start from April to March ending. So how do we sort that with that calculated field that you did now?
I don't get it. What do you mean? I don't understand your question.
What I'm trying to say is normally, financial year started from April to March. The calendar year is January to December. But when we are talking about the financial year, it normally is from April to March ending. So if we have something like that, how do we rearrange it? That's my question.
You can you will have affected it when we are you in class where are you on the call when we created the date table?
This is my first time of joining you. I'm the one that
no. At the beginning of this class, we created date table. Are you in the call that time?
No. I'm the one that spoke to you this afternoon around 12 o'clock.
Okay. Oh, that means you will need to watch this. You will watch the recording to come up to speed.
You
have
when
created
we finish,
it, yeah.
I will catch up with you, and then I can get all the other.
It's fine. It's okay. So let's quickly do some other calculation because our time is running. So now, we have done What have we done here? We have done total transaction, total sales, total cost of goods sold. What else can we do here? Let's do profits. Now, one good thing about DAX formulas is that you can reuse it. If you created a DAX formula, you can reuse it another time. And that's what I'm going to show us now. Now, we have getting it from these three ellipses. We have right-click on one of the icons. We can also right-click on the name of the folder, calculation itself, and get our measure. That's the third one. I told us that we can get our measure in 4 different ways. So let's get our profit now. Profits. Our profit is what? Our profit is, who can help me? Get your revenue, which is total sales. You have already created total sales, minus costs of goods sold. And you hit enter button. We have gotten our profits. Let's try to get our profit margin. You can come here, new measure, click on new measure, and get your profits margin. Some people will say to get profit margin, you divide a profit by revenue. Yes, it's true. They'll put it on top of one another. They use slash. But in Power BI, some result can be 0. So when you are dividing it by 0, your answer will be wrong. So there's a formula called divide. Okay, when you get that divide, the numerator will be profits, comma, by total sales. Okay? Forget about alternate results. Just close your brackets and hit your enter button. Now we have been able to create 6 measures. Let's even see what we have been creating, if it is correct or not. I will just close this up here. Then I will click on this commit, or either the second one. I will close up this. I don't need this one. So I will drag this one down. So I'll go and get my visual from build. I'm supposed to reduce this. This one is taking too much space. Okay, so I will get my card visual. You see where they write 1, 2, 3. This is the card visual. Okay. Because I want to get as many as possible items. 1, total transaction, total sales. Now, in this situation, all of us might not be able to do what I'm doing, especially if your Power BI is not a current one. Now, I've set my own Power BI to be able to take 5 KPI. What we are seeing up here is what we call KPI, Key Performance Indicator. Okay? So we have gotten our, what's it called now? We have gotten our total transaction, total sales, total quantity, profit margin, and profits. Okay? Because I set it to be 5. If I want it to be 6, I can change it to be 6. So let me try. I will click on my card. Then when I click on my card, I will look for format here. This is format. It will pop up this for me. Now, I'll go to multi-card layouts. Now, if I try to scroll down to multi-card layouts, okay, I want to see where I put it for 5. Okay, let me see size and style. Horizontal 9. I'm not seeing it now. It's not this. Okay, so we do that later because today is not visualization, but this name of my let me see if I can put it on focus mode so that we can be seeing only that one. I will still need this because let me get my format only. So if I want this name to be at the top, and the name is called label. If I look at label, this is label down, and it's at the bottom. I can decide to put it at the top. Now all those names has gone to the top. Now I used to tell people in Power BI when you see something like 15K, 35.34 or 29K, it's unprofessional. So you must format it. Let us know the real figure. All of us knows that our total transaction so far is 15,000. We have already calculated it. But when you see 15K, or like let's say this total quantity now, 29K. What do you mean by 29K? We need to know the real number. How do we do that? We click on it. That's where we need to work on our formats. Now we now come down, go to probably call out value. In this call out value, now in this situation, we will have to edit it one after the other. Now, all the cards, I'm applying settings to it once. But if I need to edit them, I would need to pick it one after the other. Let me pick the total quantity, for instance. Let me pick total quantity. I'll pick total quantity. Now, my value is what? 24. I can change the behavior. I mean, the, what is it called? The fonts. Then click on bold. Then scroll up a little. Put it at the middle instead of being at one side. Then unit is auto. And this is where the issue is. That 29K you are seeing, it is this display unit that will affect it. It is auto, but I don't want it to be auto. Please, make it none. Don't make it auto. When you make it none now, can we see that instead of 29K, what we actually did was 29,138. So tell me, class, which one is better between the two?
I mean, this one, the 29,138, give you the drill down of figure.
The real number. So that is how we work. That is how we roll in data space. Okay, so let me put a comma. I will click on that total quantity, then get my comma at the top here, and I have my comma. Now that I've done with this. I've done with this. I can go and pick another one. What else do I need to? Now it's total quantity I picked before. Let me pick total sales. I'll start doing the same thing. So the fonts that I love to use, I'll give it my fonts. Now after I give it my font, I will make it bold. Now instead of 24, let me make it 20 because it's in millions. Okay. Now let me scroll up. Put it in the middle. Then this unit again. I don't want unit. Put it at none. Can you see that instead of getting 35K, I now see that I have 35,340,000. Now, if I like, it's in 2 places of decimal. I can make it 0 place if I like. But I think I like it the way it is. What else do I need to do? I don't need anything again. I can go back up. Go change this total sales to profit margin. We all know that profit margin is always in percentages. Am I correct? So if I click on profit margin and I click on percentage, instead of 0.33, we'll see, oh, I made a mistake. What's going on?
Click on the other one.
You clicked on total quantity.
Oh, sorry. Okay, let me do Ctrl Z. Let me click on total quantity again. Ah! Ooh, put it on whole number here. Return it to whole number. Whole number. It's come back now. So let me click on my profit margin here and see if it's going to change. It has changed in 2 places of decimal. So I can just come here again. It's gone, but I'll bring it back. In canvas setting. Is it canvas setting? No. Page information. No. I need to be able to work on my cart. So I'll go to my carts again. So when I go to my carts, I'll pick where am I? These cards, okay, it's on all now, but I don't want all. Take me to my profits. So in that my profits, what can you do for me in profits? I need you to format it for me. I don't think there is anything here. No, I'm not where I'm supposed to be. Well, this is my card now. But let me check my call out value. Let me see if I can do anything call out value. Okay, I'm still on profit margin. I think it's here. Let me pick my profits. And so let me get my boldness. So get this one. And get my Comic Sans. Then make it bold. Then scroll up a little. Put it in the middle. Sorry, put it at the center rather. Then display units. Put it for none. Okay. Then go click under my profits. After clicking on my profits, get my comma and get my $sign. Okay. So let me also check on this 15K. That 50K is a total transaction. So instead of profits, give me total transaction. Now, give me another font. It's just my preference. You can do whatever you like, but this is my own preference. I like this font a lot. And I'll give it bold. Then go scroll up a little. Put it in the middle. Then in the display units, give it none. Then when you click on my total transaction, give me comma. Now I have my total transaction. Now, this I've been able to do. We can still do more. I can go to what else here? So let me scroll up. This is style. If I go to this style, okay, the height is 117. The height is I can reduce it. When I start reducing it, that height is reducing. Can we see that? It's reducing. So the width is one. Let me leave that width as it is. It is horizontal. Vertical is 38. Padding. Padding is 5. I can increase the padding if I like. Let me increase this padding to 7. Can we see that padding? That's padding. So there are 7. What else can I do? Background. If I like, I can change that background from white. I can turn it to something like maybe I can turn it to ash.
Yeah.
Okay. Then transparency, I will now reduce it. Let me put this for 0. It's not showing because it's at the back. Then visual border. If I on the visual border, it's black now. And let me leave it for black. Then I can make it a rounded corner. Why is it not showing now? Supposed to show. Okay, because the width is 1, let me increase the width. Can we see the width now? It's showing little by little. If you like shadow, you can put it on your shadow. The shadow is black. Let me make it not to be too black. Let me put it for this. Okay. Offset is outside. I can put it inside. The shadow has gone in. I can come down. For the title is off. I can on the title. Okay. If I on the title, I can call my title KPI. Okay. If I call it KPI, I can go up, change my font to what I love. I love this font a lot, Comic Sans. So I can make it 20 or 18. Good. Make it bold. The background is white. Make my background a little ash of that KPI. Put that KPI at the center. I can still increase this so that I can see my numbers because of the padding. Okay. So I can scroll up. What else can I do? What else? Multicard. Let me check the multicard layout style. It is styles. If I like, if I don't want to put it on tile, I can put it on table if I want. Okay. If I put it on table, you will see that there is a thin line in between. Okay. What else can we do here? If I like the corner to be rounded, so I can increase it. Okay, it's showing little by little, but let me show the padding will make it show. Oh, this padding is not showing. Why? You see that the table is rounding, but let me remove it from the table. Let me put it for tiles that it was before. So what else can we do? Horizontal border. I didn't actually prepare for visualization. I'm just troubleshooting this. Can you see that? So I've changed the background now to this. If you like, you can give it purple if you like. It's your choice. Okay. The transparency can reduce it a little. Okay. So that it won't be too dark. What else can we do? So, guys, I'm tired. It's 4:27. We'll move on from here. Or are we not tired? Should I continue? Hello, class.
Let's draw the curtain here.
Should I continue?
So you can wrap up, sir.
So let's wrap up.
You can wrap
Let's
up,
draw the
sir.
curtain here.
Okay, we are 19 now from 27. Let's wrap up now. Okay, so
sir, how soon can we get the recording for us to review, sir?
I will tell the admin it should be ready before the end of today or on failing it tomorrow. Are you in the group, bros? Okay. The man that asked that question. Yes, are you in the group?
Yes, I am. Yes, the WhatsApp group.
So
yes.
Please go to that WhatsApp group and say, please, you need the recording and specify the class that you need the recording for. You need the recording.
This is week
please.
5, sir.
Eh?
This week is week 5, right, sir?
I know, yeah, this is week 5, yes. We've done 4 before. And all the recordings are already in the group. So for those people that are not in our group, please, I've already sent our WhatsApp, the WhatsApp group, I'm sorry, my WhatsApp number, so that you can chat me up, so that I can forward it to all of you, so that you can join and you can be up to date. Every of the whatever, what am I saying now? Every of our recording, they are all on YouTube channel. So we just send the YouTube channel. Please, when you get to that YouTube channel, I beg of you, please like and share, okay, so that this community can grow. We all know that this. Yeah, I'm with you, sir.
Please, for some of us like me now, I'm not in the group yet, but I've sent you my number. But there's something about WhatsApp. When at the time where they add you, some of the previous messages you will not see them. So I don't know how we can be able to get previous.
Don't worry. I promise you, I will go and forward everything again. Don't worry, I will do that. I'll make it a point of responsibility and forward it. Okay, you are not losing anything. So I have to shut down this class because I know some people want to join another class. That is why. We are about 27, 28 in this class. Now we have 19, which means that some people, they are going to join another class. So if there is any class you need to join, because there is what we call DP700 and DP800, starting by 4, and this is 429. So this is why we're going to call it a day, and I trust you get value. So if you know that you get value in this class, I need to rate it from from number 1 to 5. 1 is poor, and 5 is maybe excellent or whatever. In the chat room, let me see it. Let me see what you have to say. Is it poor? Is it 2? Do I get 2/10? Is it 1/10? So that I'll go and confess my sins to my leadership team that I failed very well in class. So they gave me somebody give me 10/10. Wow. I hope you are not deceiving me. Hope I know book reach that one. Okay, I love this. Thank you all. Thank you all. So see you. Excellent. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love you all. So the best you can do for us is to like and share our YouTube channel. All this thing we are doing it for free. We are not charging you any money. Okay? So you should also be able to support the community to grow so that we can do more. Even when this Microsoft Data Days, when it's finished, we don't plan to stop because this is an NGO, and our goal is to impact lives through digital transformation. And to the glory of God, I am the community lead for now. I'm the one leading the community. So we're still going to get volunteers so that you too can be part of us. One day they harvested me to join the community the way I joined, the way you are now, that you come. There was a day that was my first day. Today I'm a community lead. I'm the one calling the shots now. I'm the one that managed the transition from community to become an NGO. So when you two join, who tell you that you cannot even become my leader tomorrow? So a volunteer link will be shared very soon. Thank you so much. For those that want to go and join another class, see you same time next week.